UrbanMD, every day, all day.
Welcome back to UrbanMD TV. Listen, we are still here with Dr. Jada Moore-Ruffin, the Dr. Jada Moore-Ruffin, obesity medicine specialist, talking about this obsession with being thick, but also kind of teetering along the dangers of obesity. And so y'all know we can't go too far down the rabbit hole of conversation about weight loss without talking about all of these medications, both on the market and off the market, that are now available. So Dr. Jada, you've been doing obesity medicine for decades. These medications aren't new to you. They may be new to other folks, but they're not new to you. Tell us just kind of your thoughts and how you've used these tools in your toolbox for years.
I like the way you phrased that, tools in the toolbox. And having medications to support and help with weight loss is not a novel thing. We just have some newer things out on the market to use. The GLP-1s, everybody, this is the buzz. I think it's like crazy to see, and part of it is because of the direct-to-consumer marketing.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So now things that you used to have to go to the doctor to be prescribed or to hear about, it's like coming at you.
You
every
literally can get it
single-
online.
You
You
can
can
get
get a DM on Instagram.
You can get it at the gas station, I think. You know, like your grandmama's dresser. Like it's crazy the access to it, and it's almost kind of borderlining becoming a fad and a crutch.
Everyone thinks that they should get it if they want to lose weight. And so it has to be an ideal candidate. So is there a particular type that you think might be most helpful? Because many people, whether they have diabetes or not, are taking advantage of the medications to try to lose weight. But we have to remember that it's not like a magic pill.
So when we start to look at that ideal candidate for some of these medications, first of all, we need to look at what their weight is. We have some people that are just kind of using it and just because they want to look thinner in a swimsuit in a couple of months. You're probably not the right candidate for that. Some people that are just emotional eaters, their behaviors are something that is more of a challenge than their eating patterns. I think someone who probably is borderlining like pre-diabetes, has some insulin resistance, are PCOSers, people who have issues with inflammation, people who have high cortisol levels are better candidates.
How do they sustain the weight loss? You mentioned lifestyle, but is this something they're going to have to continue with to keep the weight off?
With the studies that are coming out to look at the longevity of safety with these medications, we could certainly end up this being one of those medications that people are just on for a lifetime. And mind you, that people are starting these medications earlier in their teens and 20s. So the idea of being on a chronic medication for the next 30, 40, 50 years, I think it's a lot to think about.
And the thing is, we don't know everything there is to know
We don't
about it.
We don't have that kind of data, right? I mean, yes, we've been using these medications for diabetes, so we have long-term data about what it is for a diabetic to be taking these medications long-term. But for someone without diabetes, for someone who's under the age of 18, we don't have that data. And that's why, Jada, what you do is important because people need to be under the supervision of a physician.
So as author of Girl, Get Ready to Lose the Damn Weight. I
feel
love
like you have
that
to snap.
title.
I feel like you have to snap when you say the title.
With the Z. So what is your recommended plan for dropping pounds? What's your secret to recipe for getting those pounds off and making sure they're sustainable for people?
Understanding why this is important for you, whether it's your health, whether it's your business. I have some people that are like, I have a brand and I have a clothing line and I don't even want to be seen in my own clothes. I don't want to do photo shoots. And I don't judge your why. Whatever gets you to the conversation is perfect enough.
That's a good way to say it.
Because we're going to learn things. You're going to learn things. I'm going to learn things. And we're going to start to really develop a holistic concept of why this is important. The three things I always say is how you look, feel, and function. And those may be in any relationship. Like look may matter a whole lot more than how you feel. How you feel may matter a little less than how you function. So looking at those three things. The other thing is taking inventory of what you really want. What is your goal? And how can we chunk that down and make it doable? Make it something that's enjoyable. A lot of times people are like, well, I'm going to the gym and I'm doing these things, but
You
you
want
don't
to set
enjoy
people
it.
up for success.
You want to set them up for success and sustainability.
Exactly.
Sustainability.
Because this yo-yo effect of this up and down, let me try this and then I'll try something else again later. It gets tiring, and that affects the psyche, the psychology of how you feel about yourself. We start to see low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and those are not good ingredients in the recipe of success when it comes to weight loss. So some of it, a good bit of it, is what you consume. A lot of it is how you think about yourself, your mindset, and then the stick-with-it ability, stick-with-itness, consistency.
I love that. And I'm so glad you shared that. And great way to wrap us up with that.
Thank you, Dr. Jada, so much for joining us. You know, I love talking to you. I learn so much from you every time we're together. You're the best.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me here. It's been my pleasure.
And we can't wait to get the book.
The book.
So if you haven't already, be sure to pick up Dr. Moore Ruffin's book, Girl, Get Ready to Lose the Damn Weight. It's a fantastic read. It's a wonderful resource that will empower you on your health journey.
Listen, do not go anywhere.
When we return, the mayor of Petersburg, Virginia, shares a heartfelt account of how early detection was crucial in saving his life. Then later, Dr. Spencer hits the streets of New York City en route to iHeartRadio's syndicated radio show, Way Up with Angela Yee, to discuss her new book, Treat It, Beat It, and Move On, a praying surgeon's guide to prevention, treatment, and thriving beyond breast cancer. We'll be right back with more UrbanMD TV.